Hello. Hello, Miss Mommy to me. Congratulations. We got your email this morning about wanting some advice on home births and hospital births and all that good stuff. So I was going to give you a call, but I thought it'd be great to actually record it so that maybe you could keep it for the future. If you ever want to refer back to it. I've got my baby in my lap. I have no idea how long she's going to last. But here she is. Sassy! Yeah! What do you see? You see the mouse. You want the mouse. We gotta find you a toy in this non-kid-friendly office of your father's. How about this?
Ooh, it's the walkie-talkie.
Anywho, kids and electronics. You can't give them the fake stuff because they actually know that it's fake. It's kind of creepy. Anyways, so I was going to try and give you some advice real quick. I wrote you a letter and I sent it in your box, and that should be on its way to you. Starting with pregnancy. The first thing that I would tell you to do is be extremely healthy. I was not. I ate whatever my little pregnant body wanted to eat, and I went from little pregnant body to big pregnant body, and all of the weight I gained caused complications. It made everything a lot. Yeah, you have a 7-pound baby in you that's kind of hard to get out of bed, and then on top of that, if you have even bigger hips to balance out all that weight, it just, next baby I have, I am literally going to be the strictest, healthiest, gym-going baby or mommy possible to help myself out. But I know you've always been healthy your whole life, so I would say just go to the gym. I've seen the pregnant mommies in Ave Maria. They do the treadmill at an incline, and they just hold on to the bar, and they just let their legs run. Walk, don't run. Trying to think. And the elliptical, of course. A strong back. I have a lot of back issues now because of all the weight that I gained. And I lost the baby weight now. Now whatever I have left is just my own, I've always been bigger. A big girl. So I have to work on that, but I have back issues, and then on top of that, I also have this new eating diagnosis called EE, which is basically a type of celiac disease, which was triggered by my pregnancy with Cecilia. I don't know if you remember Mandy Richards from SOL. She also has celiacs that was triggered by her pregnancy with Scarlett. So, yeah. Anywho. Be healthy. Exercise your back. There's exercises that you can do. It's called like the cat-cow position, where you're on all of your fours and you basically drop your belly like a cow, and then you arch your back up like a cat, and that'll strengthen your back if you're doing that. Watch the acid reflux. The disease that I have now was caused by my heartburn during pregnancy with Cecilia. She smiles. She's like, yeah, no, it's me. I did that. I was on a lot of anti-acid medications, but I didn't catch it soon enough, so it did a lot of damage already. So I'm dealing with that now. Ooh, don't pull out my microphone. Let go. No! Let go! Let go! Okay. You smell yummy. Yes. Yes. Get plenty of foot rubs from Felix. And that is the husband's job, is to rub your feet on a daily basis when you get back from work. That was Dustin's job. Back rubs, foot rubs. Foot rubs are the most important. You got to get the circulation to your legs. I wrote to you about a pillow called Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking out here. Pregnancy brain. It'll happen to you too. I can't remember. It's not the boppy pillow. It's the. Okay, well, I can't remember it. I wrote to you a letter and it has the name of the pillow. You should get that pillow. I need to give her something to play with so she's quiet. How about this coin? Play with this. What else? Sorry if I'm stuttering, but that was the point of a video so that I could think aloud and get everything out. Folic acid is extremely important, especially for spinal development of babies. I was on a very high dosage of folic acid during Cecilia's pregnancy because of the spina bifida in my family. And there goes the coin. What else? Here, play with this. Yeah, just keep your vitamins up. That's really all I have to say for pregnancy-wise. And don't burn baby in the sun. Don't cook the baby. Anywho, after that comes my birthing advice. Birthing advice rule, golden rule number 1. You are the mommy. You make the decisions. Whatever your body tells you to do, you do it. You know best. Mommy knows best. That's like, that old saying of moms know best. In this case, your body will literally tell you what it is that it needs, and you just take a backseat to it. I went 2 weeks overdue with Cecilia. 2. So don't freak out if you keep going late. 2 weeks is the max that your doctor will let you go because the placenta starts to disintegrate, or deteriorate, sorry. The placenta starts to deteriorate and calcification starts to form on top of it, which is bad for baby. When she came out, they didn't even have to wipe her. There's like a little film that's on the baby, and then if they come out kind of close to their due date, they've got all this like sticky film on it. And as they go past their due date, the film actually dissolves or something like that. So she came out squeaky clean. There was no blood or anything on her just because she went so late. And she was 8 pounds, 14 ounces. So I was quite large and in charge at the end of my pregnancy. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't walk. I couldn't roll over in bed. I was peeing 5 times a night. Don't drink Snuggle pillow. That's the name of the pillow, the Snuggle. Don't drink water before you go to bed. You're gonna have to pee anyways. The baby sits in your bladder. That's all you can do. Just get up and pee. Let's see what else. So yeah, mommy knows best. I had a doula. I wrote to you about my sister Charlene Doman, who's in Ave Maria. She is a certified doula. She's a practicing nurse. Bless her. She's got a mommy who's in labor, who's about to be in labor right now. So we're not supposed to text her at night because it might be, might wake her up on a false alarm. Yeah, I can give you her number if you want that, or you might already have a doula. And then between birthing center and hospital, it depends on the hospital. The hospital that I was at was like a birthing center. There was nobody there. It's a brand new hospital out in Wasilla, Alaska, which is where Sarah Palin lives. So that was kind of the benefit of choosing that hospital instead of the inner city hospital, which is in Anchorage. We have Providence here in Anchorage, which is a Catholic hospital, but they were more hospital-like, where Wasilla, they had a labor tub. And the labor tub is basically God's way of giving you a natural epidural. If I could have sat in that tub for hours upon end, I would have. I went into the hospital. They gave me Cytotec. There's many ways to induce labor. Cytotec, for me, was heaven on earth. They gave me a pill. It's an oral pill. It immediately started contractions, but the contractions, I went for 36 hours, and I was able to breathe through all of them. I was walking around. I was doing stairs. I was effacing, but I was not dilating. They gave me Ambien at night to sleep through my contractions, and I did. And then I dilated 1 to 3 on my own, and then while sleeping, I dilated another 2, so I was at like 5. But you need to go to the full 10 before you go into before you give birth, obviously. So then basically they said we can give you more Cytotec, and there's all these different things. Whatever you do, don't do the Foley bulb. Don't put yourself through HELL if you don't have to. 1, you might not even need to induce. 2, you might be an emergency C-section. So there's all these different outcomes that can happen. But worst case scenario, if you do go over 2 weeks, don't worry about the induction and not being able to go natural. You still can go natural after being induced. You just have to want to, just like any other labor. So, Cytotec pill for 36 hours, and then after that, because I was not dilating anymore, they had to give me Pitocin. I talked for the first 9 months of my pregnancy about wanting to be tough and going through, did you poop out your outfit? No. Okay. About wanting to be tough and doing everything naturally. It's all in God's hands. I felt like such a failure when I had to ask for the epidural, and I was crying through the whole epidural experience. But in retrospect, it was so silly of me because I had just gone through 48 hours of contractions. That's pretty, BA woman, if you ask me, okay? Pitocin, my sister's a doula. She's given birth to 2 10-pound babies at home. And she texted me and said, once you get the Pitocin, you're gonna want the epidural. Don't feel like a failure. Take the epidural. So they gave me the Pitocin. I was already in the tub when they gave me the Pitocin. And as soon as that first Pitocin contraction hit, it was just, I just looked at Dustin with the most serious of eyes, and I was like, I don't care what needs to be done. You need to get me an epidural right now. I cannot do this any longer. And I also didn't have any energy left over after, after 48 hours of laboring. There was just, or contractions. I just didn't have any energy to go through Pitocin contraction. Some women can, but I couldn't. So we got an epidural, and then after that, it was smooth sailing. I did feel the labor pains. I felt the ring of fire. I felt her stretching me. That was a long time of pushing. And then after I pushed, out popped a little bag of fun. And she just dropped her toy. So, I'm going to call this part 1, and I'm going to try to go nurse her to sleep. And then hopefully on part 2, I will have a